Hi, friends. Time for another Dear Burt. I believe this is Dear Burt 18. Well, we'll have some interesting answers, hopefully, for you from some of your questions. But first, some of you are getting kind of used to me starting out this way, so I may as well continue for a while. This one is going to be a little bit different because the picture on the right, this is Amsterdam, by the way, Amsterdam, Holland, Netherlands. The picture on the right is a photograph I took standing on one of the bridges. It's a photo montage. You can see more of those photographs at burtsart.us if you have a mind to. And the picture on the left, of course, now that's a painting, and it's obvious where I got the subject matter from, because what I did is paint the same scene. So I hope you enjoy the painting and the photographs, and let's get right to it here. Question from Taru. Hi, Burt, I have a question. I've been told that when I heal, I cannot heal a person of a higher level than myself, etc., etc., etc. Can you please enlighten me on this subject? Well, first of all, what do you mean higher than yourself? There's no one higher than yourself. We're all pretty much equal. As a matter of fact, that's been kind of a thing of mine, something that I've been talking about for many, many, many years. One of the problems that people have are with self-esteem, the big problems. And mainly the problem stems from the fact that you see other people as higher than you, as richer than you, as bigger than you, whatever. But you don't feel equal to them for some reason. And of course, the inequity works the other way too. You look down on people that you figure are lower than you. Well, that's not the way it should be. We're all equal in that we're all human beings. We're not all men, we're not all women, we're not all heavy, we're not all light, we're not all young, we're not all old. The only thing that we all are human beings, and in that we're all equal. There's no one higher than you. They may do it differently than you. They may do it better than you because they've had it longer or they have a natural ability towards it. But they're still equal to you. You can do things better than a president of the world can do. Some things that you can do that he can't do or she can't do. Of course, the reverse is true, too. They're doing things that you can't do. That doesn't make them any better than you, nor any higher than you. It just makes them different than you. Hope that answers your question. But the answer is yes, you can heal someone who you feel is of a higher level than yourself. Absolutely. And then from Johan, howdy, Burt. I've noticed that you've got a nice set of teeth. I don't know about that, but thanks. And nice hair color. Did you manifest all that by yourself or do you use products? No, the only product I use is toothpaste and soap. No, it's my hair. Actually, I'm waiting for it to turn gray. I've been waiting for it to turn gray for a long time. It just won't do it. Teeth are mine. Yeah, I mean, I got a few caps, but they're all mine. And then Lily says right after that, how can you read without eyeglasses? Well, Lily, does this answer your question? I do use glasses to read. The reason that I'm not using them when I look at the questions is because I've got it in very, very large type. Okay. All right, enough of that. Let's get serious again. Parameshwari Devi says, Dear Burt, I'm following your simple step of meditation. I like it, etc., etc. I need some help just how to deal with my emotions. Here's a question. I'm having some difficult time dealing with my emotions right now. I just don't know how to deal with it. I'm going through depression and under medication as well. I feel so helpless and don't know what to do with this feeling of helplessness. Well, if it's a medical problem, like I tell people, go to a professional. I'm not qualified. However, when you say that you feel helpless, that feeling of helplessness simply is telling me that you don't have any choices. And you may not be looking at it that way, because there are always choices. So don't focus on the fact that you feel helpless or that you are helpless. That may well be a reason for depression. If I felt helpless, I'd be depressed too. But there are choices in your life. You think about some choices that you have and start making choices. Now, you might start making choices on a very minor level in the beginning. I mean choices like the next time you sit down to eat, think about, should I use a fork and a knife, or should I just use a fork, or should I use a spoon? Now, that sounds silly, but what you're doing there is you're starting on the road to making choices. Make a choice. Always. You're confronted by choices. As soon as you realize that you're more in control of the situation, that feeling of helplessness should dissipate and perhaps even disappear. But remember, you have choices. And also remember what I said in the answer to the last question, or previous question, I should say. We're all equal. We do things different, but we're all equal. So take a look at your choices there. Next we have Nikki. Dear Burt, you've spoken about going into the white light spiritual dimension. It is lovely, but then what? What should we be doing there? Well, the beauty of the white light, you're in the spiritual dimension. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to just sit in the white light, period. Now, if you know of anybody, if you have anyone in your family, let's say that's departed, that passed over, they're in the spiritual dimension now. You may want to say goodbye to them. You may want to apologize for something. You may want to get an apology for them. You know, you can do it. Once you're in the spiritual dimension, you can visit. You're there. The way I do when I want to talk to someone who's gone, who's passed over, I go to my I go into my meditation, and then I imagine the white light, and now I'm in the spiritual dimension, and now my intention is to speak with my loved one, the one who's parted over, whoever it is. Generally, it's a family member, but not always. And then I'll imagine myself talking to them and getting a reply. Now, is it just a daydream? Who are you kidding? You really do? Try it. Try it. It'll bring you comfort. And that's all you really should be interested in. Okay, Nikki, I hope that answers your question. Burt, I'm using quantum jumping too. My question, when we jump into our day before it begins, should we be visualizing goal setting, our achievements, and should we be visualizing our achievements and plans, or just see what happens? For example, if in sales and you know you have an appointment, should we visualize the appointment or just jump and see where our doppelganger takes us? Well, in a case like that of sales, I wouldn't go into the appointment. I would be coming out of the appointment with a smile on my face. That means you made the sale. Sales is such a vast topic. If I get enough comments and if you people would like something in sales, I can give you some very, very good advice on sales. And I used to do a sales course. I guess over the past years, I've done a course in just about everything. Wow, I've got so many interesting questions here. I'm sorry, but we're running out of time. Well, I hope I've given you some insights, perhaps a few techniques or two. And I'll see you at the same time next week. We're getting close to Christmas. Hopefully we'll have something of really good value there. Okay, have a good day, a good week, rest of the year, and a marvelous looking forward to 2010. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Burt Goldman, better know my own name. Burt Goldman signing off. God bless.